Yeah. So it is redirected to 82.443. That is the meaning. And HTTP server certificate. So as I said, always for internet facing certificates, we have to use purchase CS certificate. Provided digital signature, and it is a trusted certificate from third party. So even it can provide the authenticity, non-repudiation, integrity, as well as encryption mechanism. So it will use a asymmetric cryptography technology as well as symmetric. It is nothing but hybrid cryptography. It's a part of our application security. So most probably we can discuss tomorrow. So initially we enable couple of ports, SSH port 22, you know already, Telnet port 23, and idle timeout. Timeout they given only 30 seconds. That's why even our buffer time also it's going very quickly. Okay, and allow concurrent sessions. Yes, we have to enable. Allow administrator login using Porty Cloud SSO. Yes, it is enabled. So nothing but single sign on. Okay, password policy. So if you want to implement password policy, yes, we have to enable. But right now they did not set up any password policy. Can you click on admin tab, password policy, admin tab? Started. Yeah, click on admin tab. Yes. So this is what password policy. I told you, right? Whenever brute force type of authentication failure category of the attacks will come. So that may be brute force attack, that may be password spray attack, that may be a dictionary attack or VPN authentication failure attacks. So minimum length is 8 characters. Nowadays, 8 characters are also not sufficient. Most of the organizations or customers, as per security best practices, they are migrating from 8 characters to 12 to 16 characters. So that is the meaning. I mean, now as per security best practices, latest trend. Minimum number of new characters and character requirement and password expiration and so on. So this is called password policy. Even so, how frequently we have to change the password and account lockout policy, all these part of our password policy. So even password policy will be configured by which team? Who will configure password policy?
Admin,
Admin team.
admin teams.
Admin team.
Admin, no. Enabling the password policies will be configured by admin team. I'm not asking that one. Enter organization level, who will define the password policy, vulnerability management policy, and other policies?
The Active Directory.
No,
Network teams.
no, no.
Yes.
Windows team.
Policy, no.
Security.
Which security?
Cyber securities.
Not cyber security. Information security, part of GRC. Governance, risk, and compliance team. So password policy also one of the compliance. Every organization has to follow the compliance. Vulnerability management patch policy. So I told you, right? So whenever any critical vulnerabilities are coming, we have to fix in the 10 working days related to critical. If it is a high, medium, low, and medium, low, and informational 30. So all these policies will be configured by, so respect to information security part of GRC, governance, risk, and compliances related. So all the organization, because this organization policy is not specific to only one tool. Entire organization has to follow that policy. Entire organization related which team? It's auditing related team. It's one of the interview question as well. Do you know how to create policies related to organization? So whoever creating the policies related to password, vulnerability, sexual harassment, data protection, data classification, patent, trademarks, copyrights, and so on. So for those people, it should be required verbal communication and written communication should be very high, because this one will be reviewed by managers, directors, even CISO as well. Understood? So policies configured by GRC team, part of information security. It's one of the interview question. When you're going for any GRC related vacancy auditing part, they will ask, did you created any policies? When I say policies, not only single policy, it's related to entire organization level. Every organization, it will create more than 20 policies. Everything like a document. So we have to first create version control, we have to provide, and we have to discuss with the respective information security manager team, director, and also finally it has to approved by our CISO, Chief Information Security Officer. So this policy also defined by respective team as well. Yes, that's fine. So that is the password policy. Come down and view settings you can see here. So whether you need English as a everything, whenever you want to monitor this device, you want to see English programming language, or do you want to see other language? If you're supporting Spanish, French, can you select language? Drop down list. Yeah. So French, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese. So Chinese is not, yeah, Chinese as well, and Korean. So these are all the currently supported programming language by Portuguese company. So that's fine. Next one, date and time display. And the next one, system operation settings. So profile based. So as I said, there are two types of thing. One is a policy based, one is a profile based. So we already configure this one is a profile based wise, static routes. Even under static routes also explain this one. So there are two types of operation settings we will configure. One is a profile based, one is a policy based. So this one is configured as a profile based. So central SNAT. What are the three different types of NATs we have?
Static net,
Static, dynamic,
dynamic,
Fortnite.
Yes.
Port.
So there are three different types of NATings we have. One is static NAT, dynamic NAT, and also we have port NAT. So this one is which NAT? What are right now in the screen it is showing one of the NATing, right? What is that NAT?
static,
Yes, static NAT. So but it's not enabled. So that means they are using either dynamic NAT or port NAT. If it is enabling, it is a static NAT. You can see virtual domains. VDOM. VDOM, it's entire question, guys. VDOM. What is VDOM in FortiGate firewall? VDOM means virtual domains. Can you enable that virtual domains? Yeah, click on that one. Yes.
No, sir, we don't have access, it seems.
Okay, you don't access. Virtual domains meaning here. So one firewall, if you want to create multiple virtual one physical firewall, if you want to create multiple virtual firewalls, we will create VDOM. Okay. Example, you purchased very high-end model. So that model may be example 3600E. Right now our model number is 2000E. Okay. So one firewall we can create as a multiple virtual firewalls as well. So it is entire question, guys. What is VDOM in FortiGate firewall? VDOM is a virtual domains. So one physical firewall, if you want to create multiple virtual firewalls, then we will create as a virtual domains. That is VDOM, where we will create this. They will ask this one as well. If you want to check whether really fake or genuine person, so where you will create, they will ask. So we have to say under, we have to log into FortiGate firewall. We have to go to system tabs. Under system tab, we have setting option is available. So under settings, we have to go and we have to enable virtual domains. Virtual domains also called as VDOMs. Okay. Next one, startup settings. So this is nothing but automatically sync up to network time protocol server, and also what is uptime. Okay. So that is related to this one. Even you can see USB auto install. If you want to back up everything as a configuration point of view at 12 o'clock midnight, because daily we have to back up the configuration. So we are not sure when time what will happen to this particular tool. Sometimes it will crash, sometimes it will damage, sometimes attacker will get compromised and so on. That's why always we have to take the regular backups, even incremental backups as well, incremental or decremental. So for that one, If you are copying the configuration through USB, so then we have to enable this particular option. But normally we will do the automatic backup configuration 12 o'clock midnight. So right now they enable USB part. Next one, disk settings. So model number of the respective device, and also assignment, it's a local log, meaning here, so whatever logs are generated in the Fortinet firewall, these logs, it will be stored and it has to integrate it with the Forti analyzer. From Forti analyzer, we have to integrate it to which tool? Which tool we have to integrate these logs?
Into
SIM tool. Yeah, SIM tool we have to integrate. Every log source logs we have to integrate. Forti analyzer, it's a logging and monitoring related, not monitoring, logging related tool. So in case in our organization level, we are using more than 10 firewalls, it's a difficult to store logs in the dedicated firewall. For that purpose, so we have dedicated devices there. That dedicated device name is called Forti analyzer. For every log sources logs, we have to integrate it with our Forti analyzer. From Forti analyzer, we have to integrate it with SIM tool using which log integration method?
system
Log,
log.
sir.
This log server integration method, port number 514, inter question. Next one, high availability. Yeah, can you click on HA? Yeah, HA high availability. So here we have to define. So how can we define, or how can you say that which device acting as a primary and which device acting as a secondary?
Based on
Based on
election settings.
voting.
Based on?
Election
Election
settings.
voting.
Yes,
Election-
based on the settings, based on the election settings. So based on the election settings, we can say that, so which device will act as a primary and which device will act as a secondary. Here we can see 100. So once it will refreshed, once buffer will be completed, we can see that for primary device, we can see 100. For secondary device, we have to assign less than 100 or more than 100?
Less than 100.
Less than 100, yes. So less than 100, we have to assign. So even it can show which interface will act as a primary and which interface will act as a secondary. So that information also we can see. When you are configuring HA, even wherever we are deploying the firewalls, so there are two ways we can monitor this one, whether really automatic failover is possible or not. So for that one, we have to connect the physical cable as well as even path monitoring also we have to do. Path monitoring meaning here in between primary and backup, it will always exchange us which messages?
Hello messages, sir.
Yes, hello messages. So every time in between primary firewall and secondary firewall, not only this one, even if it is server also, example in our organization, we have critical servers are there. So those two critical servers, if you want to maintain a high availability, so in between these two, so it will exchange hello messages. If one server will go down, automatically secondary server will come as a primary. Okay, to maintain the availability as per CIA triad. So here what we can see in this high availability mode, so we can see that what is the election settings and what are the interfaces we configured. So as a high availability, as I said, we have dedicated interfaces are there. You can use either dedicated interfaces, otherwise you can use even one of the interfaces out of 38 interfaces. 2000E, it is supporting to 38 interfaces. So out of 38 interfaces, you can configure two interfaces as a high availability as well. Okay, so that information we can see here. Yeah, click on SNMP, that's fine. I thought to show that election settings, but unfortunately it is not coming as active. Yeah, can you go back now, HA? Yeah, couple of tabs has issues, guys. That's why it is buffering. Couple of tabs doesn't have any issues. Yeah, go back to SNMP. Yeah, please go and verify from your side. So under the HA, we can see that election setting. Please verify that one. So SNMP. So SNMP, as I said, how many versions we have?
Three versions.
Three versions. What are those three versions?
SNMP1, SNMP,
Two and
SNMP2,
SNMP3.
and SNMP SS3 something.
Yes, right. So there are three: version 1, version 2, and version 3. SNMP version 1, version 2, and version 3. You can see right now. So it is enable SNMP agent and description of the agent, location where it is located, California, Sunnyvale. In California, one of the location name is Sunnyvale, and contact information. So they give technical team. So wherever, whatever this particular firewall name, contact name, and currently it is supporting only version 1 and version 2 only. But what is the latest version? Version 3. Version 1 and version 2 is a public community strings. We should not use you can see name of the SNMP version 1 and version 2. It's a public, but version 3 is a private. Version 3 is a private, and version 1 and version 2 is a public. So they have to upgrade to version 3 as well, but they are not doing this one because it's a demo tool only. Queries V1 is enabled, V2 is enabled. So name of the particular version and a host. So where this SNMP is enabled, they enable on 0.0.0.0. Second one is 10.88.2.33. So these are all the one more SNMP they enable under 10.88.2.32. So why we have to enable SNMP? Why we have to
Monitor the network.
to monitor the network? That's okay. Instead of okay, first thing is, second option is monitoring. First option,
Discover the network.
yes, discovery of the network. If are enabling SNMP, so first it will identify through port number 161. It's enter question, guys. SNMP port number 161, and there are three versions are there. You can see host 0.0.0.0 is a internet, and 10.88.2.33 is a private IP or public IP.
Private IP.
Private IP. So the 2.33 and 2.32, it's either router or switch. Normally SNMP configurations we can do either in the switch or server. That one we have to integrate it to our firewall. If I integrate into our firewall, then we will come to know that. So network discovery. So what are the devices are there in entire data center or entire organization? Also, so we can monitor. So that is called SNMP importance. Now practical and theoretical is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Perfect. Yeah, SNMP version 3 also they're down. I did not see. So SNMP version 3 also available. It's better always we can use version 3 because it's a private community string it will use, and also it will use encrypted username and encrypted password. It's better to use SNMP version 3. So when you're running this scan using Nessus tool, part of servers, even it can, whenever you are enabling SNMP protocol on the server, if you are using public SNMP, then it will throw error. Not throw error. When I say error, it is a vulnerability. What it will say, we should not use a public SNMP on the server. So we have to move it to either disable the SNMP as a public one, or you can use a private SNMP. So that is one of the issue it will appear when you're running on the servers as well. Using which tool? Using which tool we will run the server scan?
Sir.
Nessus tool, that's right. Nessus, Qualys, Rapid7. Okay, so many tools are available. So replacement messages. Click on replacement messages. The replacement messages, as I said, captive portal. So captive portal along with replacement messages, we will use a HTML or JavaScript programming language to show basically whenever any malicious website is accessed by the end user. So I already told you. So captive portal will enter the username and password, and replacement messages we will use whenever, example, for suppose in our organization level, we blocked social networking websites. So all the Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. All these are social networking website category. So for suppose one of the employee, they are trying to access facebook.com. So already we blocked under the app control or URL control or web control or DNS filtering. So then we enable those policy in the, sorry, those security profiles in the policies for all internal employees or internal users. When the user is clicked on the facebook.com, what is the information we will see? We will see this page is blocked. Please contact your administrator, right? So that is nothing but replacement messages. These replacement messages will be configured by using HTML language. So it will show a couple of things. So many malware category and websites category, antivirus category, and so on. Still, it is buffering. So not only that, whatever images it is covering, even click on the right side, couple of replacement messages examples as well. This tab has issue. Can you go to PortiGuard? Yeah. So PortiGuard tab is for the regular patch updates related to antivirus, related to IPS, related to web control or web filtering, related to content filtering, app control, DNS filter, URL filter, voice over IP, file filter, whatever security profiles, whatever licensing we purchased, it will give. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can see PortiGuard support. It's registered regularly. It will give that particular updates and firmware updates. It will give intrusion prevention IPS updates. It will give antivirus updates. It will give web filtering. It will give industrial DBs related updates, IoT, and so on. Whatever purchase licensing based on organizational requirement, each and every updates can be provided regularly. Okay, come down. So currently this licensing is supporting for December 31st, 2025. So you can see PortiGuard updates. So manually it's very difficult to do the updates, right? See, regularly they will get the updates. So that's why you can see scheduled updates. Every automatic, whenever FortiGate company releasing the updates, automatically it has to do that particular patch updates. Okay, so when you're doing the patch updates in the firewall level, there is no need to reboot. When we have to reboot the device, anyone? See, licensing updates, there is no need to reboot the device. When we have, normally when we will reboot the device?
After install any software.
Upgrade.
After,
After upgrade.
no, I need proper answer.
Clean the inspection after, sir.
Device, whenever locks are not reporting, then we have to do the primary step to reboot the device.
Okay, that is one of the option. Is there any other option?
When firewall goes down.
After patch management, we have to do reboot.
Patch management, that is, I'm not asking server level. I'm asking firewall level. In the server level, you are right. Patch, after doing patch updates, we have to reboot the server. So in the firewall level, so that means a daily, see here it is said automatic. So regularly daily it will get the antivirus updates, IPS updates, and so many are there, right? Top, you can see top, so many updates are there. URL updates, IoT updates, database updates, and so on. So that means will you do daily reboot? No. So whenever our entire OS or firmware we are upgrading, that time only reboot is required. So normal licensing related patch updates, it is not required. Understood? Example, current version of the FortiGate firewall. What is the current version of the FortiGate firewall?
7.2.
7.2. Yeah. If you are upgrading to 7.3 or 7.4 or 8.0, in that scenario, you are upgrading entire OS, entire disk, or entire firewall. In that scenario only, we have to reboot the device. You don't need to reboot also. Once you are upgrading, automatically it will reboot. So that's why availability issues will come. But these updates are, can you go up a little bit? Yeah, these updates are related to licensing. You can see antivirus, patch updates, intrusion prevention update, IPS updates, so then firmware and so on. But in that scenario, there is no need to do any patch updates. I mean, there is no need to reboot the device. So it will do automatically updates. So you can see even how much it is occupying that particular bandwidth utilizations as well. Right hand side from past 24 hours. FortiGate said there are no updates. FortiGuard said there is no updates. FortiGuard.com, it has around 877.37. That means 0.8 MB. So FortiGuard downloaded and so on. So even utilization wise it is showing come down. So that is a schedule updates automatic way. So next one is improve IPS quality and use extended IPS signature packages. Antivirus, what is PUP or PUA? PUP, what is PUP?
Potential unwanted program.
Potentially unwanted program, excellent. Potentially unwanted programs. So sometimes whenever we are using regularly, adwares will come, pop-ups. Those are all potentially unwanted programs. Adware, spyware, pop-ups, hacking tool, script controls, mimikatch, all these are completely potentially unwanted programs. We have to delete all those things. Okay, even malware category, under malware category, potentially unwanted programs also we have. Example, we have adware, it's a potential unwanted program. Hacking tool, it's one of the potential unwanted program. Script control, it's one of the potential unwanted program and so on. So that is PUP means potentially unwanted program. Unwanted meaning, so we should not use those things in our organization level, either endpoint or network or application or cloud and so on. So update server location. So that is based, you can take a lowest latency and you can upgrade. Okay. So that is about FortiGuard. FortiGuard can be used to get the regular patch updates. What about FortiView? What is FortiView importance? FortiView.
Graphical representations.
Yeah, graphical representation, and also it can provide the demonstrates as well as it can provide the real-time as well as historical data analysis. That is FortiView. What is FortiAnalyzer? FortiAnalyzer.
FortiLogs into FortiAnalyzer.
Yes, all the firewalls logs should be stored in the FortiAnalyzer. That's right. What about FortiMail? What is FortiMail? FortiMail is for the email, sending the mails and receiving the mail, phishing email investigation. FortiGate company has even phishing email analysis as well. So then that is another tool. What about FortiManager? FortiManager.
Managing firewalls.
Managing the firewalls. That's correct. What about FortiNet firewall? Firewall. Monitoring of the inbound traffic. Outbound traffic. Yes. Based on the actions defined. So what about FortiSIM? What is FortiSIM? SIM, SIM tool.
Less the SIM tool.
Yes, yeah. Log collection, log analysis, log monitoring, log alerting tool. That is FortiSIM. So there are different types of tools. I mean, products are available. That's what I want to say. Even I shown practically, Sophos CDR also, Sophos Firewall is there, Sophos Cloud Optics is there, Sophos XDR is there, Sophos Zero Trust Network Access is there, Sophos Server Protection, Sophos Endpoint Protection, and so on. In this similar way, when we were discussing about Nessus tool, so related to vulnerability management, I have shown, so Tenable Nessus, Tenable IO, Tenable Security Center, industrial control systems like a SCADA and so on. So every company, what they are supporting, what type of products they are developing, and they are selling to the respective customers. You should be aware of that one as well. In your resume, whatever tools you provided, you should be aware of not only those tools, what are vendor you are keeping. Example, IBM, what are the security products they are supporting. Fortinet company, what are the products they are supporting. Sophos, what are they supporting. And Nessus tool, Tenable company, what they are providing. You should have other products as well, along with model number as well as version number. That's why I'm saying this much in-depth analysis. Yeah, feature visibility side. So currently, FortiGate company, what are the different types of features it is supporting? You can see core features, advanced routing, IPv6, VPN, switch controller, Wi-Fi controller. Security features, you can see so many are there. Antivirus, app control, DNS filtering, email filtering, endpoint control, explicit proxy, file filter, IPS, video filter, web application firewall, web filter, Jet, zero trust network access, ZTNA. Okay, all these are features, guys. So that's why always firewall is one of the very important device in the organization level. It's a must device. On the endpoint level, antivirus or ADR tool is a must device. In the perimeter level, nothing but in the network level, firewall is a must device. Firewall will do a lot more features as compared to all other tools. Hope now it's clear why we will call it NGFW. Why we'll call it NGW? It will do so many features. It will do so many features. You can see all those features. Yeah. Can you go back to replacement messages? I thought to show replacement messages. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Can you click on one of the URL block page under HTTP? HTTP down. Yeah. Click on that one. Yeah. This is what I want to say. You can see right hand side is scripting language using HTML, and left hand side you can see FortiGuard IPS access blocked. Whenever the user is trying to access, example, already we provided a policy, we created a policy stating that all the social networking website it has to block. In that scenario, whenever end user or employee they are trying to access the facebook.com, linkedin.com, twitter.com or youtube.com and so on. So this firewall is already blocked because already we created security profile as well as policy. So then on the user browser level, this message will appear. Your FortiGuard IPS, its access is blocked. Please contact your administrator. Even it is providing, okay, that particular URL link, description of the URL link, URL source. Okay. Even they are not aware of whether HR team is aware of what is FortiGuard, whether CTO is aware of what is FortiGuard, whether DevOps team is aware, maybe DevOps team is aware of what is FortiGuard. So this page will appear. Now they have to, whether a really genuine website for business justification it is required, what they have to do. In case one of the website, couple of people they are trying to access, one of the employee they are trying to access, but it is showing as a blocked. What they have to do, but business justification per site, it is required.
They have to contact security team to unblock and providing the reason behind this.
Excellent. So they have to create a firewall template and they have to raise a ticket to firewall team. And so in the business justification, in the comments wise, even they have to provide business justifications as well. Then respect to this request will go to firewall approver team. Approver guy will go and will verify whether it is a genuine website or malicious website or fake website. After taking the approval, then only respect to firewall implementation team. So they will implement this particular policy in our firewall. Even I said ports as well, right? When we discussed about ports, open ports and closed ports, whenever any port is blocking for communication purpose, in that scenario, they have to raise a ticket and approver team, they can go and they can verify the risk assessment and business impact analysis, and implementation team, they will implement. Okay. So this is the rule. Yeah, that's fine. Can you click on HTML? Let's see. Yeah, you can see right time HTML. So this page, how it is appearing using HTML programming language. Yeah, can you click on HA? Let's see. Yeah, all these are different types of DLP block messages and also login failed page and port token page and so on. So many replacement messages they provided. Yeah. Can you click on HA tab?
H8, okay.
Still it is buffering. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Certificates. Click on certificates. Yeah, there are two types of certificates. One is self-signed certificate. Third one is purchase CS certificate. You can see here there are different types of certificates they created and they purchased. So first one is CASSL, from where they purchased. You can see under local certificate, Port Demo 2020, they purchased from which vendor? Issuer. Local certificate down, yeah, down, where they purchased, you can see. GoDaddy. Please go up, little bit up. Up. Yeah, you can see GoDaddy. So GoDaddy is one of the trusted third-party vendor. Trusted third-party CA vendor. We have to purchase from third-party vendor, that is GoDaddy. So come down, even couple of other certificates also they purchase. DigiCert also there. DigiCert is there, and also VeriSign is there, Symantec is there. Yeah, DigiCert also there, you can see. For 40 Wi-Fi set, they purchased from DigiCert. So these are all the vendors. So these are the trusted vendors. What about Google? Google, who is the vendor? GTS. GTS is a Google vendor. They purchased from Google, GTS vendor. Okay. So this one we have to purchase. Why we have to purchase and what is the backend process? I will explain under the application security, part of hybrid cryptography. So that's all for system. In the today morning class, we discussed about Wi-Fi switch controller and also system related. So these system related initial configurations we have to do. Initial configurations, all these things we have to do. Okay. So far we completed with primary DNS server integration, proxy server integration. Even we integrated with which one? Only these two. So next we have to show, yeah, MTP server integration also we integrated. Now we have to integrated with our SM tool, and also did we integrate the SMTP server? SMTP, not SNMP, SMTP. No, not yet. So that will be their part of log and report. Let's see. That is a maybe you can discuss evening. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. So do you have any questions? So evening I will take the class at 6:30. Anyway, I'll check my calendar once again. So I will take maybe class at 6:30. So we'll complete by FortiGate firewall demo. So please go through each and every tab and you can analyze. Yeah, thank you so much sharing. Thank you so very much. What's your name, by the way?
Aruna only.
Aruna only. Okay. So thank you so much, Aruna.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, you can stop your sharing. Yeah. So do you have any queries, guys?
So what about the Wi-Fi mitigation?
Wi-Fi
Mitigations.
mitigations.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wi-Fi mitigations, obviously flooding category, throttling we can do. Otherwise, in the DOS and anti-DDoS related itself, we have to make a dedicated policy for Wi-Fi as well. So in parallel to ISP router, it is coming, correct? So in parallel to ISP router, we have to create policies related to Wi-Fi as well. So flooding category, it can block, and also even wireless IP also we have to implement. Now it is right now in Fortinet only it is supporting for wireless IDS. Even wireless IPS also we have to implement. So if you are implementing wireless IPS, whenever any Wi-Fi related attacks will come, automatically based on the signature based detection mechanism and behavioral pattern, if it's signature based, it will block it automatically. If it is a behavioral pattern, it will generate the alert notification. Then we have to go and we have to verify whether it is a false positive or true positive.
Okay,
Is
sir.
it-
Present now, some of the tools are available tracing the Wi-Fi's. I mean, mobile apps are also available. In that scenario, we are connecting without passwords also.
Hmm.
Without knowing passwords also. With the tool, we are connecting nearest our Wi-Fi devices.
Correct.
How can we mitigate those devices, sir? I mean,
That one, it's our personal. So this
oh, yeah,
corporate.
for personal.
Personal, we have to obviously we have to provide a secret key. Nothing but you have to configure your own password. So don't open to everybody. Don't open to everybody. So you can configure complex passwords with more than 12 characters. Then it's very difficult. So if you are opening your Wi-Fi hotspot to everybody, everybody can access.
Okay, sir.
And also we have a WPA2, that is wireless protection access, that we have to enable. Okay, then we can mitigate these type of things.
Okay, sir.
Set the settings in router, WPA to PSK, you can enable that option.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so very much and have a great day. We can continue evening.
Thank you, sir.